Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I've been spending some money. I've got 4 blue barrels for free. So this is my old setup. Well, it's still my setup really, my greenhouse and my potting shed, etc. All this is being removed to be replaced in the future. Greenhouse stores is in the description below. My new greenhouse should be here by April, March. And then we'll put a power shed's potting shed here. But between that, we've been buying a few little bits for my new setups. Whilst we was in IKEA, Mrs. K spotted these. They've got 4 shelves in, and you can buy the covers to replace them. So in total, these are £25. That's for the metal staging and the cover, which I thought was excellent value because these will sit at the back of the potting shed. I also bought 2 heat mats, 2 different sorts because I didn't know how they would react. These heat mats, there's 4 all connected together, so they're all working at the same time. There's no temperature control, but it keeps the temperature around 18 to 20. Now I've put that like that just to acknowledge the heat that it's giving out, and as you can see, the little propagators, they haven't got nothing in it at the moment, but the seeds which are chitting in there, and I'm going to have to be desperate to get those out. Hopefully I'll show you that today, but there'll be little 10-minute videos of what I'm up to. In the bottom tray I've got some of my giant beetroot which I've direct sown into the cell tray, so I bought quite a few of those. I think there's 5 of those. Let's look at these. So I bought 5 of each. Some are higher, some are lower, and then you've got the multi there. In one of the sets, it had got these 5 little grow light thingy doobie flips. So let's just press the button, and you can increase the light one way or the other, or decrease it, and there's a little timer on them as well. So I thought once they started to come through, I could put the seedlings under there, but obviously with them all being, there's 5 lights there, I've got to find somewhere for all 5 to go where they'll actually reach. But I'm happy with that. My water to water them, the trays, the actual bottom bit, or spraying over the top is in here, staying at the same temperature, and I've used a drill to make different size holes. I'm experimenting with that at the moment. So I haven't got to undo the top, I'll just spray it out, similar to what you would if you bought something from the shops, etc. I've got me paper clips there to hold the seed packet tops down so the seeds don't get scattered everywhere, similar to this. So, oh, and today I'm a bit like Ali. You go somewhere and you've got to buy stuff. These windowsill propagator sets were just short of £6 each. So you're actually getting 3 of these, and they're solid. These are not like the ones you've just seen with the lights on. They're just flimsy and probably have to be keep them delicate, but they're quite solid. So 2, 4, 6. Then you've got the tray. So they're only what, 150 for one of these? I don't know, less than that. My brain don't work as well, but for £6, that'd be £2 each, let's say, and that's for free. The tray underneath. And I thought I could have one heat mat that's controlled temperature at the bottom with something on, and then any of the residual heat would go up and just warm through some of these where I'm going to sow my celery, where you wouldn't want to put them on tissue because they're very, very small, fine seeds. The bathroom light is now in here, temporary, but it'll probably go in the new shed. I've got some zip bags up there, etc. But I've spent about £288. But this is my first treat. You all know full well that I used to use the sandwich or fairy cake trays to bring my seedlings along. Come on then, mate, go on out if you... Go on. And I'll get my compost for free, a little bit of effort, etc. And in amongst those kits, I've got some little fancy tools now. And those white things, that's going to be a little bit different. I've never bought any plant labels in the 15 years that I've been doing my gardening. And we bought these Agrellan plug plant trainers, absolutely ideal. These will be sitting in the shelving that we bought, and all you do is fill it full of compost. Now you fill this not attached to that. Probably won't come out. Oh, it will. Those little dimples at the bottom there sit there. So you fill this up, make sure that it's right full to the bottom. Just sit it on there, and then when you want to get the plants out, you can squeeze the sides, push it down, and that brings the plants out. And these knobbly bits on there, you can actually do that to make your seed marks, but it works, but it doesn't, if you know what I'm saying. And then on these, that's right to the bottom, and then you've got a gap there, so that's your ventilation. So to ventilate it, you'd have it that way round. Not to, you'd have it that way round. But I do like those, and then you can just mark all these up. It's probably because it's dropped down a little bit, or it is sitting correct. Right, let's get some things planted. This is the last one I've got of these. So I keep looking out because some people put them by the recycled area. This is my homemade compost. We'll be doing some more again. So it contains leaf mould, cocoa coir that we find. It's my old potato spent compost, wood chips. Now you can tap these down, but I don't want to do that because I want to put these Stuttgarter onions. I spotted these in one shop, £2.99 for 50. Then I found these and they're only 99p in another store for 25, so I bought 2 packets. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you can't even get in the packet. With Scarla being about, you mustn't let them pinch any of the onions. So that's the bottom. Hopefully that's the top. So because I haven't tapped it down, just pop them in like that. Now some of them might not germinate, fire, whatever you want to describe it as. But then when you plant them out in the bed, you haven't got any missing spaces. So I'm just going to whip along with the Stuttgarter Giants. Wow, they are tight. Exactly 50. I'm growing mine like this because I'm going to get really, really busy. Some people say, well, they could go to seed, but it doesn't matter. You just you harvest them and you cut the bit out the middle that's a bit tough or green or whatever. Leave in the comments anything you like about these type of onions, etc. They said I've got 50, I've got 50, and they're all in good condition. The only one that looks a bit dodgy on these is the one that started growing, but there again it started to grow and it started to use the energy. We need to make sure we get them in the ground as soon as you possibly can when you purchase them. I think that must be 25 as well. Get the others in. Yeah, just leave a comment. Where do you buy yours from? What type do you use? Because some use heat treated, etc. Must say I paid more for the white ones, but they are in better condition. Well, this is a little bit novel. Into the recycling area. Right, now I'm going to pop that into one of these trays. It'll take a little while for that capillary matting to soak that water up. Absolutely bone dry. Want enough water just to suck everything up. So the soil should touch that. Just give it a drop more, but it's better not to have too much. Easier for me to just keep an eye on it, and they'll be absolutely fine in the greenhouse. And if I don't cover one of these, because I've got 6 of those shelves, but they were extras, shall we say. Right, I'm doing my broad beans now. Sometimes I'll do them pre-winter and let them overwinter, but the mice just don't want to play ball with me. I'm just mad to eat everything. You can see here I'm actually filling up in between the cardboard. These are Lyrico delivery boxes, stationery, etc. By filling up the sides, if you get the broad bean or long bean, excuse the noise, the wrong way, they'll shoot up and come through there. But it helps with the moisture retention as well. These are the claret ones. They got the red flower, smaller pods. I just like to see the flowers. If we eat them, it's a bonus before the black fly gets to them. But as we've seen in previous videos, the ladybirds are about. Some people, I think they're supposed to go in that way, but when the beans drop on the floor or the mice pinch them and bury them, they still come up. Why be so fussy? So these are the cardboard rolls that come with the kitchen roll on that we get in the depots. I try and save as many as I can. But they're the claret broad beans, save seed. I think they're from 25, but obviously I haven't changed the label. So that's another job done. The mushroom tray is there as he kicks you. Sorry guys, I hope that didn't hurt. The mushroom tray is there because obviously the cardboard will get wet, and I'm not going to wet these up too much at the minute. I'll just give them a light soaking, but once they start to sprout, give them a good soak. All the cardboard gets wet, and then if you forget, they shouldn't dry out. So if all goes well, you'll see this Saturday night. Then you'll see part 2 of the plot 3 tour on Sunday. Depends when you watch these videos. But then you'll see what I've been up to. I've averted disaster, hopefully, with my stored potatoes that are in the fridge. I've had the fridge on, but they just want to grow. So I'm going to be planting some potatoes today, but you'll see it as and when the video gets uploaded. You'll see how I've been chitting my seeds and how I chit them and what they look like. I've got to do it today, but I don't want to drag this video out because I know people haven't always got time. Thumbs up or a thumbs down for the interaction. Please leave me a comment and hype if you can. And why not consider subscribing? See what else I get up to. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta for now. Hopefully, this time next year, I'll be in a posh greenhouse and a posh shed to go with me posh log store. If you want to call it a posh log store. Don't forget the end screens. Plenty to keep you busy on these cold, wet evenings.